Alright, hello and welcome to Jouncer PX. This is for free over on itch. It is running in the browser. We got the blue charms and avoid red strangelets. Okay. Looks like the red dudes are bad. Indeed they are. Age complete. Yeah, it's seemingly relatively simple. But you know what? It's pretty catchy. It reminds me a little bit, for reasons that don't make any sense, of Zoop. Like, it definitely shouldn't remind me of Zoop. It's not really like Zoop at all. I don't know if anybody actually remembers Zoop, but Zoop was a game on PlayStation where you like moved around and did stuff. I don't really know how to describe it in any other real way. And the funny thing is, really, this isn't anything at all like Zoop. So I don't know why it reminds me of it. For being a one-button platformer, wow, not platform, but a game that requires only one button, it feels almost, well, not really complex, but it's very, very well done. Requires a lot of concentration on my end, but this is actually a really pleasant surprise. Nice, catchy tune. The gameplay mechanics are really easy to kind of get get going. Everything feels really, really good. Like, it's very responsive. The colors, and everything are rather pleasant. I mean, the music is like a really good choice. I mean, it is a little bit, it's not a really long song from what I can tell. It definitely is a shorter musical loop, but it's really catchy. I will try it again. I mean, I would say that this isn't going to be one of those videos that's really long, because after, a couple of minutes into it, I feel like I really already experienced the game. The only thing that there is, to continue on is to just kind of do better. And since I'm not overly concerned with doing better, it's probably not one that I'm going to spend a huge amount of time on. Oh, and then it leveled me, or it took me all the way back to the start. Oh, what a disappointment. I thought retry meant it was going to take me back kind of where I had given up. Well, not given up, where I had failed. Oh well, not a big deal. Let's give it another shot. just not sure if it's the music or if it's the gameplay that actually makes this as addictive as it is. It's probably a mixture of both, but this is a really, really catchy game. Like, this is so much better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. I didn't go into this with any kind of expectations one way or the other. Yet, I will say I've been pleasantly surprised. This is very, very catchy. It's very satisfying. I think it's a big part is the music. It's a very catchy tune. With a very solid gameplay loop. So so you don't need complex attributes to make a game enjoyable. You just gotta get that core gameplay loop. Just right. And then, you have people just have a good time, and then they just gonna play for a while. Still wish I knew why I'm thinking of Zoop. Because like I said, this isn't actually anything like Zoop. I mean, it is like just a tiny, tiny bit in the fact that you move on a screen, I guess? I don't know. Alright. About like right pretty close to where I was. This reminds me of all the times when I was playing games for a little bit after Starfield came out, and I would just point out how whatever game I was playing was actually better than Starfield. Hey, look, this is another one of those games that's better than Starfield. You might say, well, they're nothing alike. Why would you even compare them? Because it's a game, and I'm playing it, and I'm having a good time with it, and it's better than Starfield. That's why. It's a very different game, obviously, so it may be tough to compare the two. But that's the nice thing, like, whenever you play something as, a person playing games, just like when you watch a movie or eat a sandwich, you have the luxury of saying that it reminds you of a thing, and it doesn't matter, like, there's no wrong answer. You can compare it to whatever you want, because, I mean, it's you, it's like you're experiencing something and comparing it to another experience. But yeah, so I feel comfortable with comparing this to Starfield and saying that this is still better than Starfield. Like, this is a game that I've loaded up, and just a few minutes into it, I've been having a good time. I don't have to wait hours to try to figure out if I'm going to enjoy it or not. And I like that. the percentage goes up based on time, but hitting the I don't know, clover things or whatever these are seems to be not necessarily something that increases your the actual stage progress, but it does give you some stuff towards actually getting those skills that you can use automatically. Oh, you know what game I'm thinking of now that this reminds me of a little bit of? Also a game that has nothing to do with this, and probably isn't ideally a game that would be considered to be similar. Jazzball. Once again, it's a game that really isn't like this at all. Like, I don't know why Jazzball is a thing that I've thought of. I guess if anything, if I had to assume why my memory is telling me Jazzball, it's because we are consistently trying to avoid these other objects, which is the thing that happens in Jazzball. Things are going really well. I feel like I've reached a point of being pretty good at this to where I could probably, make it quite some time without dying. Never mind. Oh, I thought those guys were going to explode. Playing games is often a very humbling experience. It's like every time I feel like I'm doing really well, and I make a comment that I'm doing a good job, the game finds a way to humble me. Whatever game I'm playing, doesn't have to necessarily be this one, but alright, I feel like it's all just the same stuff at this point, though. So I'm gonna make this my last stage. I don't really think I would change anything, though. I mean, it would probably make sense to have, like, a little bit more level variation. But, I mean, overall, this is just a really positive experience. It's very easy to pick up and play. It's not something that I would say requires a whole lot of skill. But you have to be at least a little bit good. The heart didn't actually give me a heart. Interesting. Man, that's like the third or the second heart that I've got that didn't actually give me a heart. Like the game heard that I was playing this one last level and decided this was probably in the best interest to just make it to where I wasn't going to regain any hearts. Actually, no, I think I have to get one more. Nope. I really don't know. I'm pretty confused, actually. I think it's just done giving me life for any of the hearts I do pick up, which is fine. Because like I said, I was going to make this like the end of it. So, hey, I got the stage 8. Pretty...
Jouncer
pretty satisfied. Well, anyway, that was a fun time. Definitely recommended. Link is in the description. I encourage you to try it out. And thanks for watching.